Hello, everyone. I'm Eric from Etiquette, back for another Sunday night live stream. If you're new here, hello. Put your name in the comments down below. Tell me where you're from. My name is Eric. I'm an English teacher, and if you are, if you're a teacher or you're a student, let me know if you've got any questions, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. We have these live streams every week on a Sunday, and yeah, sometimes I have guests on, but today it's just me, and it feels like I haven't done this in ages. So sorry if I'm a bit slow, and yeah, if it takes me time to get into it. And our first person here today is the grammar detective, and it's Paul. Hi, Paul from Vancouver, Canada. And it's always lovely to see Paul. He's got some really interesting videos explaining grammar, so you should check that out. And then Intisar, give me advice for the new school year. Intisar, you must be so excited. Yeah, I've made a few videos about the new school year. I think that's when we're the most excited and enjoy it. And we're kind of nervous about meeting the students and just getting started. Even if you're very experienced, it's fun to start the new school year. So I've done videos on activities for the first day, some tips for the first day. I still want to make a video on how to introduce yourself. Okay. But I think, first off, it's the first day. You should enjoy it. You should try and talk to your students and embrace that feeling of it being new. Just understand that you're going to be nervous. They're going to be 10 times as nervous because you're the leader in the class, and they and the teacher, so they're a little bit nervous of you. So just embrace that, and then just make sure you do a few things. You want to introduce yourself in a friendly way that the students are excited about taking your class. You want to explain who you are. You want to talk about what they're going to learn in class, so that they get excited for their journey ahead. And also you want to lay down the rules and procedures that you're going to use in class. Many teachers overlook that because they just want the students to feel comfortable, and that's important. But I think what's more important, that from the get-go they know exactly what you want them to do. So make sure that you go over the rules, you explain it to them, you explain the procedures, you give them some notes, and you also want to get to know them very quickly. If you're teaching in a public school, and you're able to give them seating arrangements, you're able to place them. That's easier for them. But it depends on what your style is. But I'll get back to it in a bit. I just want to say hello to everyone first. Sadia, hello. Greetings from Peru. Wilder, good to see you. I feel like, yeah, it's been a while. Imrana, what are the types of lesson plans? I guess the types of lesson plans? Huh. I don't know they were many types of lesson plans. Okay. Okay, so basically, okay, I understand. I thought that there was something I was missing. Okay, so you get daily lesson plans for your daily lesson plans. You get weekly, you get monthly, you get per unit. You also get for your grade level. So yeah, there can be a few. One would be more detailed, where you've got more details. One would be semi-detailed, where you focus on the procedures and the student activities. And then there is like something with that is more about the goals. Okay, so it depends what you need to do. If it's a yeah, so it depends what you need to focus on and what your goals are with the lesson plan. Um, by the way, guys, you will notice that I don't have a lot of light coming in from the front. It's because I'm busy shooting some videos or preparing to shoot some videos, and I was too lazy to bring it back here, so I didn't. Bonnie, Esther, good morning, all. Glad to see you, Eric, and fellow teachers. By the way, guys, if you've got any questions, put it in the comments below. But Bonnie Esther gave me a great idea last week, and I'm going to share it with you in a second. Mari Ross, Mary from Italy. Hi, Mary. So smart of you. You knew I was going to make a mistake. Wow, you're so smart. Clairvoyant, actually. Al Attar, hi, I'm a new teacher. Hi, Al Attar. Welcome to the community. Hizia, hi, how are you? I'm doing really well. As you guys can see, I just took a shower, so my hair looks a bit wild. I went on a trip this weekend to meet another friend of the channel. I went to meet Robin Shaw from Shaw English Online. We had a great time, as always, and we talked about YouTube and made a lot of plans for videos for the future. So I really enjoyed it. Dinyo, hi from Somalia. Luza Ang, hola Eric. Hello everyone. Hi Luza Ang. Bouquet, you are right nervous. Well, it's always like that, you know. It's actually so bad too because it takes you time to get into it, you know. So whenever I start the live stream, I'm struggling and it's difficult. You have to get into that flow, you know. You have to get into that flow energy. And so when people start watching the live stream, when they rewatch it, they're like, "Oh, Eric is so awkward in front of the camera," and I'm like, "Yes, I am." But give it some time. So, Don, what topic are we talking about today? Anything you want to talk about? However, I'm going to get to it in a second, but I'm going to talk about topics now because there's something that. Alwadi, Eric, I recently began teaching a couple of young teenagers instead of my usual adults. So I've been reviewing. That's excellent. Thank you so much for watching, Martin. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, there's a. I think I still need to do videos for how to teach kids, but I think the fun thing is lots of the activities I do, it's geared towards primary school students, and many of them for high school students. And I just love high school students. I taught them for 5 years in Korea. I worked at a science high school, so yeah, you know, because they are at a certain level, you can try lots of interesting things with them. BM, hello, how are you? Amazing. Any news this week? Nothing special, BM, but yeah, I'm just gonna make some new videos, and I'm going to what else? Next week, I'm going to take a trip somewhere. I'm going to drive with my car, have a nice party somewhere. And this weekend, I went up to Seoul. So I was kind of tired. It's lots of traveling, but I'm happy to be here with you. Bouquet, I always try to start with a game or puppet for preschool. I like that idea. Recently, I have, because, you know, I go on some of the forums, the teacher forums, and then some of them talk about, you know, having difficult classes, especially with young learners. And I go through what advice some teachers give, and also, you know, kind of think of what I would do. Not that I'm in that situation. And I think one of the things I was thinking actually is they've got to start class in a different way, because a lot of teachers have this idea of how they should be teaching. You know, when I was at school, we did a lot of grammar, and we were quiet and we wrote down. Or when I was at school, I was really nice, and I only did my work. I never talked back to the teacher. But the reality is, we've got to be better at not controlling, but managing our students. That's why they call it classroom management. Secret tip. But so when you start your class, you've got to do it in a way where you start it in a fun way, but also where you are in control and the flow of the lesson. If you start and you don't do it in a way that is conducive for the class to start in a good way, they're not going to enjoy it, and that's where, you know, they might actually act out and misbehave. Nabil, hi. Tajdar, I teach writing workshops. It's being hard to control them. How can I control them? So writing is kind of boring if you don't give them outside stimulus. So especially with students, you know, you say, oh, think of something and write about this topic. No, you want to first, you know, get them excited about the topic, about what they're going to do. Also, you want to give them proper guidance, and you want to give them an example, because a lot of students, okay, maybe they are able to do it, but they don't have or they don't know exactly how to do it. So they're able to do it, but they're frustrated. They don't understand exactly what you want, or they are not inspired to actually do it. So first of all, you want to get them excited about writing something. Give them a clear example of what they're supposed to do, and then also, you know, make it a fun thing where perhaps they can act out, or they can read some of the stories, and you know, that actually puts some makes it important, so if you do an activity with your students and you just end the activity, there's no feedback, there's no way for them to actually perform it in class. So that's why it's important to ask students to do an activity afterwards. You can also, if, let's say, they're doing a group writing project where each student writes a story, but they are in a group of 4, and then once they are done, they have to read someone's story in there where each person reads one of the parts. Now, I've done a few lessons on writing activities that you can check out, but yeah, I think that's important. First, stimulate them, get them motivated to write about about whatever they're writing. So last week, we had Brian Tolentino on the show, and he had so many great writing prompts on that he shared with us. You can check last week's live stream with him. And then finally, that they should be able to perform that. By the way, guys, I'm very slow. I see I'm only at 2 minutes now. You guys are so quick at writing. And I'll get to the interesting idea I have. Tell us some IELTS book names. Jamal, I would love to share with you, but like I always say, I don't really share book names on here because I haven't found books that I truly believe in. If I did, I would share. But yeah, I don't want to share something that I don't know too well and can share. But what I am working on for the future is I've started this. I'm going to start a series of how to teach IELTS, TOEIC, TOEFL, the Cambridge exams, how to teach for exams. But I think it will also be useful for English learners if they watch those videos, so that they also understand how they can best study for the test. I also want to include some resources. So I'm working on some books on like 1,000 academic words. So where I give like some of the best words that you can use with a definition and an example, maybe show some of the word parts, sentences with word parts. I also want to give some structures on how to prepare the writing part, the speaking part, because those things you can actually prepare well for as well. Also, idioms, maybe making a list of 1,000 of the most useful idioms that you can use in your writing or in your speaking. So that's something I'm thinking about doing. Oh, well, I'm busy doing, but it will take some time. Andri Malala, hi, thanks for what you are from Madagascar. Thank you so much. Joe, hi. You too. Paul's here. Eric, have you ever met James Marshall and the puppets? He's an Aussie teaching in Thailand, and he uses puppets to connect with children. Thank you so much. I'll check him out. Yeah, I definitely will. Good choice. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so Paul, I'll definitely check that out. Next week, we will have a new guest on. But this brings me to my idea that I got from Bonnie Esther. Last week, Bonnie Esther messages me. She says, Eric, I love the live stream, but I think it would have been good if I made the title about writing, because Brian and I spoke a lot about writing. So it might be, and I know a lot of you guys are asking, Eric, what's the topic for today? And I'm just like, nah, whatever I want to talk about. But I've got an idea. And BM also asked me about this. He said, Eric, why don't you live stream more often? I've got an idea. In February, I want to do a daily live stream. I want to do a daily live stream, but it's not going to be me because I'm very lazy. What I want to do is I want to get some of these great teachers that we have with us, Paul, Bonnie, Esther, Martin, all these a lot of these teachers I've already had on my live stream. I'm going to ask them to perhaps work on a specific topic. So we're going to make a list of 28 topics, whatever they want to talk about, and they can prepare like a live stream for that. And then what we do is every day, so it will be this big festival during February where we do a daily live stream at the same time, I guess. And every day is a different topic, and they can share resources. So what we'll do, I think, is we start the live stream, and for 10 minutes chat first. I will be on the back end doing just checking the comments and fixing everything while the teacher teaches. So we do that for 10 minutes, and then they do a presentation or they talk and they explain something for 30 minutes. And then at the end, we go through the comments and we answer all the best questions. What do you guys think about that? I think I'm kind of excited about something like that. And I know I need to find a lot of teachers, but if some teachers can't make it or they're not interested, I will ask Bonnie Esther to do extras. No, if some teachers can make it, then well, I'll fill in and I'll obviously do a lot of them too. I'll also prepare some things. But I think it'll be a nice festival. I don't want to do it towards the end of the year because everyone is, kind of tired. But I think if it's at the start of February, people are fresh, they're excited, and we do each one every month, and it'll be such a great learning experience, right? No? Okay. Well, anyway, that's my idea. I still need to talk with the teachers and ask them if they're interested and see if you guys are interested in it. A topic today. That's what I was talking. No topic, just me chatting. Hi, Evelyn. He manufactures puppets and sells them to teachers. Very interesting. I definitely want to chat to him. Greetings from Royston. Hi, Titiana. And Bonnie. Owen, hi from Indonesia. Kabar. Ibrahim, hello Eric, how are you doing? Can you do some practical episodes on teaching the Headway series? I'm not sure I've taught the Headway series before, but I guess, most of these books are the same, but I still haven't. Headway, why haven't Headway ESL books? Let me see if I can find. Oh, it's a grammar book for young adults. Oh, okay, it's from Oxford. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I really want to get into more books and teaching. Maybe show some more videos of teachers teaching. I've got a few ideas. I'm fine, thank you. I'm good, thank you. So Etiquette is educate backwards. So it's very excited. Why are teachers become low level? That's BM. That's a very good question. One of the things a lot of teachers here in Korea complain about is they say, I teach every day and I feel like my English is just getting worse. Now, that's probably the reason for me. I'm just on my own the whole time. And when I'm out in Korea, I use basic English. When I'm teaching, you want to simplify it for your students, and you don't have if you're isolated, if you're working alone in a country or you're with students the whole time, you have to speak at a level that your students understand. And so that's why it's so important to have people around you that you can communicate with at a certain level. That's why it's so difficult for me. I use basic English the whole time, and then I come here and I'm like, well, I'm actually going to have to use words to communicate. I also miss that, I think it's important also to continue reading something I haven't done very well. And also in the past, I used to write more. I still write my scripts, but it's recommended that I keep my scripts at a certain level so that more teachers can understand it. And also if English learners watch it, they also want to become more competent. So that's a good question. And I think that's why. Hong Mai, hi. I thought you said hi, husband. I'm like, I don't think that's me. Morning from Villa Dolores, Cubana, Argentina. Okay, sorry, I saw the CBA. But hi from Algeria. Sultan, I'm wondering about teaching listening for just or listening for detail. Yeah, it depends what you want to do. I think, especially perhaps you can play something if the students are working on listening. I would start with listening for just first. So listening for general information, what the topic's about, how many speakers are there in there, what kind of vocabulary did they hear, and things like that. And then after that, then they will go into detail. It's I think it's so important for students to listen to listen twice, because the first time it's like, oh, it's just a rush of words, so you want to do it another time. Okay, sorry about that. Why am I always saying sorry? I'm always apologizing. Good to see you from Palestine. Hi. But this is Awashima from Nigeria. I'm just joining. I was at church. Not at all. And welcome. I hope you had a good time at church. Hello, teacher. How's it going? Nice to meet you. From Myanmar. I always wait for your English practice lessons. That's very fine. Thank you, sir. And then thank you so much. I definitely want to make more guides and help more people. So Yeah, I think I'll focus on more activities and things to do in the future. I've got a few fun activities coming out. I've got so much to edit, and I've got a few videos I want to shoot because there are some. So on YouTube, I try and find all the topics that haven't been covered and try and make videos for those topics so that I rank in them. So every time I find a topic that isn't being covered well, I'm like, Eric, it's your duty to make it. So I really want to do that a bit more. I'm not a teacher, but hello, you. Etiquette, I already explained. Dalia from Philippines, Julia from Malaysia. I'm a teacher by profession. Excellent to me. So happy. Please, I want to ask some vegetables. Start teaching. Um, okay, just find some fun activities. Make sure that the students can see it. Find some good flashcards, and yeah, make it fun for the students. I think in the future I'll make some more videos specifically about topics like food, like fruits and vegetables, like sports, like weather. That's something I would like to do. But as you all know, I've got like a billion ideas, and if I can only maybe I should work harder. That's an option. Or I think I just need to split myself into five and hopefully I can get to it all. Ong Mai from Vietnam. Not our noisy class. I'm a new teacher. Yes. Actually, that's a big thing. So I made a video. It's my most popular video right now. And it's about noisy classes. And my goal is I'm actually going to make two videos that are important. This noisy class video I shot 2 years ago. I'm going to make a new video. And I'm also going to make another video on attention getters, how to get the attention of people in class. It could be in class or with presentations or something like that. I'm going to give you this, my most popular video that you can watch. I'm going to send it to you now. I'm going to paste it in there. But very soon I'm going to be working on it because I think it's important to get it out. Especially, I want to get it out next month before it's too late, so that everyone can so that it's useful. I think that's exactly what I want to do. Nora, I hope that helps. Some ideas of how to group students. I do it a few ways, Amina. Well, when I see the class, I kind of try and figure out who I want to sit together. That might be the first time. So you kind of see, okay, wait, maybe, you want to put two girls next to each other, or, maybe there are already a few mixed groups. So you want to mix those together and you get a feel for the students too. Sometimes you want to put students together that you think their personalities will match. You don't want to put two students together that you think they're not going to enjoy the experience. Now, what's very important, and I tell my students this, is I think it is up to the teacher to put the students with different partners, because in life you don't get the choice of who you want to work with. So the students also have to practice these social skills to work with many other students. But that being said, I think it's up to the teacher to kind of understand who you want to pair them up with or in which group. Now, what I like to do sometimes is I tell my students, okay, I'm going to make 3 groups. Group 1 will sit here, 2 here, 3 here. And then I count them, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And all the ones have to go and sit there, all the 2s there, and all the 3s there. Sometimes I just do it, okay, you take, okay, you guys sit together. So it's more vertical. You say, okay, you and you, you and you, you and you. Yeah, so lots of fun ways to do that. You can also, another fun way is you let them, instead of giving them numbers, you write down, let's say there are 12 students and you want to make 4 groups. So then you write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on small slips, put it in a hat, and then the students pick. Because when it's random, it's not you picking, it's not, because they were sitting in a wrong place. And students understand fairness. Just like all humans, they understand what fair is. So once they pick something out of the hat, they know that, you know what? It was destiny. We're supposed to sit together. So that's another fun way I like to pair up the students. I think I need to make a video about the Jigsaw Activity. You guys know the Jigsaw Activity. So my goal now is I want to make videos about all the activities, and I want to put them together in like a really big video with all the activities. So I'm going to bring them out each week, and I think I still need to do the Jigsaw Activity. Yeah, that's one I still need to do somehow. Valentina, hi from Romania. Sumi started. Oh, thank you. So you've been watching for a week. Thank you so much, Sumi. Amut, what do you think about the Korean model of teaching? Is it too different from? Yeah, it's much different. I can't go into detail because I'm not an expert, but being here in Korea, it's much different, where the students are so programmed just for testing, and they spend a ridiculous amount of time just preparing for those tests, just to get into a good university. They don't get much time to spend on other activities. They do have some. They're like, okay, well, you're going to learn a musical instrument, or you can do dance, or you can play basketball in your free time. But they know that as students, their only job is to teach, and their parents spend a lot of money on it because they don't only just study at school. Most of them go to cram schools too, and then study. They start at 7 a.m. and they work until 10, 11 p.m. Just non-stop. But that's their lives. So it's very difficult now. Yeah, I'm not an expert. There are some documentaries out there where they compare the two, and I think it's very worthwhile to look into it. But I mean, it's difficult. So I'm not an expert on the different models, but I guess that's something each country has to figure out on their own. Hi, friends English. Hi, Eric. I've been watching your videos for almost a year. My name is Mary from Japan. Thank you so much for joining, Mary. It's lovely to have you. Tanya from Ukraine. Hi, Tanya. Ask him, can we say green Concord green Concord grapes? Cacaos. Sure, I think so. Green Concord grapes. Sure. A cacao. No, you're going to. Yeah, a cacao leaf. Cacaos. No, just cacao. I wouldn't say cacaos. No, cacao beans, cacao leaves, but you're not going to say a cacao. Yeah. You should check out Puppets. I'll check it out. Definitely will. Teacher James. Andri Malala, I'm afraid to speak, to express myself. What should I do to avoid trembling? I give this advice a lot. We are so afraid of things that aren't real. And there's a good reason for that. I'm not going to say it's your fault. The thing is, humans have been living in tribes for a long time, and some of us, we want to be seen because we want to be leaders of the tribe. But for others, we are taught that if you make a mistake, that could be potentially very bad for you. 10,000 years ago, you get left outside the tribe and you die. So because we are such social animals, we still have this ingrained thing of it's scary to speak in public, and it doesn't make logical sense. And as soon as you tell yourself, listen, why am I afraid why am I afraid of speaking in front of people? If I make a mistake, will people get mad at me? If I make a mistake and I make a fool out of myself, is it going to haunt me for the rest of my life? No. If I misread a word, what is the worst? Will I die? Will they throw me off stage? Will my teacher scream at me? No. So you've got to understand that there's no logical reason for you to be afraid. And then second, you want to start helping yourself to express. Now, the worst thing, now this one is debated. Some people say that the power pose doesn't work, but I say whatever mentally works and may help you, just do it. So you also want to get your body ready. I always tell my students, like, before you exercise, you want to warm up. You want to stretch. So before you have to do a speech, you want to talk to everyone. You want to talk to the mirror. You want to talk to the dog. You want to talk to your friends. And you want to open up your body language, because if you close down your body language, you're not going to communicate well. So you want to open up, stand up straight, breathe deeply, make a few funny faces in a mirror, and then breathe deep, fake a smile. If you fake a smile long enough, you're going to feel more confident. Go out, stand, look at everyone, smile, wait for them to pay attention to you, because some people just start rambling and they want to rush through it. No, you want them to focus solely on you. So you wait for everyone to look at you, wait, soak up their eyes, soak up their stares. And then once you're ready, you start and you speak loud and you just do it. And if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter. You continue. And, if you are afraid of forgetting what you want to say, have a script around. I wouldn't say, I always tell my students it's a mistake to write out the whole script, because then they get so afraid of reading everything. And then that's why they would rather read everything than make a mistake and forget where they were. So I would rather say write down some key points that you want to focus on, and it'll feel more natural. There was something else I wanted to say. What did I want to say about? There was something about speaking. Yeah, you can practice recording yourself. No, there was something else I wanted to say. Something I was thinking about recently is so there's been a study. If someone tries to communicate, if they try and take in information and they sit on their hands, it's more difficult for them to remember information. It's more difficult for them to speak. And I was watching this video about how Italians always use their hands. And I'm not saying use your hands like this, but you want to feel free. You don't want to close yourself up. One of the tricks a lot of influencers use, or a lot of personalities, is do the Jesus hands. No, not the Jesus hands. I'm sorry, no, but they show their palms to the audience. So because if you open up like this, it shows people, you're accepting, you want to be accepted, you've got nothing to hide. And so you want to use hand movements. It's going to help your rhythm. It's going to help you point and talk. So be okay doing that. You'll see in my videos, I'm always like moving around like this. It's not on purpose, but it can help when I'm talking to my students. It can help with my flow and rhythm, and it can also accentuate points that I want to make. You also want to bring a little bit of flow into your speech. What was the other thing? Yeah, palms. Yeah, and then open yourself up. Always make yourself bigger, make yourself be seen, and you'll get comfortable with it. Yeah, that's just a few things I was thinking about. I hope it helps. Inkard, hi, I'm good. How about you? Guys, I'm 20 minutes behind. Oh, I'm so sorry. If I don't get to your messages, I'm sorry. When we do those live streams, I'll be able to go through them. I'm just enjoying chatting. Sorry. And I'll try and bring in some teachers for next week, because I know how much you guys enjoy listening to other teachers. You get bored of me very easily, so I'll bring in some other teachers with some amazing ideas to share. Jamal, what happened to your middle finger? Sorry. So somebody said, Eric, it must be so difficult. That's how you communicate. I'm like, no, I don't. But I broke my finger boxing. But you guys, you have to see this. So the thing is, I change my bandages every couple of days, but it still gets dirty, and I don't want to go around like that. So I found these. I was walking around this shop, with oddities for cheap, and this thing is so there are actually four of them. I took off two, but they're like little socks. And you know what they're used for? So I'm not going to put it on now, but you put it on and it looks a little bit cuter when it's like this. So these are actually for chairs. You put it underneath so that, the chair doesn't get damaged. And I found these and I thought, wow, it's so cheap and it looks cute. And instead of, going around and it looks dirty, perhaps, I can cover it up. But Thursday, maybe they've taken out the stitches. It was really painful. But now they'll take out the final pin. They'll take an x-ray and then they'll do that. So hopefully by next week I will be able to lose some more weight and exercise again. I'm very excited. To motivate students to use L2, does a teacher need to use? I did another video because I get this question a lot. L1. So I did a video on L1 where's my other video? Use L1. Where's that video? Why not? So I made a video about L1. Give me L1. Can't find it. I did a video about teaching in the native in your, should students be allowed? Oh, I found it. L1 in class. Why don't should learners be allowed to use their native language in class? So I made this video because many people asked me for it, and this is my opinion, and also some tips for how you can use it. So I hope this helps. Soton. Nuts, can we add articles a and an before nuts to make singular? Uh, no, you can say a nut, a walnut, sure, a macadamia nut, a koala nut. Should I deal with a student who's studying? Well, you should make it fun and you should get them to engage with the language as much as possible. I think there are lots of questions. How do you teach a first time? Yeah, just get them to interact with the language, get them to read, get them to use basic expressions, make them comfortable, make them confident in using the language. So you've got to help them. I have issues regarding speaking activities. My students are so lazy and just pretend that they are doing the speaking. Yeah, so you do a speaking activity and they've got to perform it afterwards. You will pick randomly. And, so now they've got to do it in front of class. And if they don't practice with their partner, everybody will see that they haven't been doing it and they fail. And then at first you're going to be like a little bit annoyed if they don't do it well, but then you're going to give them a lecture. If they make a mistake, you're going to say, listen guys, I gave you 5 minutes to do this. It is not difficult. We've done examples and I expect you to do the work in class. What are you here for? Are you here to play? Are you here to talk? You are wasting my time and you're wasting your time. Is that what you want? No? Okay. Well, next time I want you to work a little bit harder. Okay? Yeah? Mm. Okay. So that's what you do with your students. Sometimes you've got to go into that teacher mindset where you kind of lecture them, where, you kind of school them because they have to understand that they are there. I don't often do it. It's just if students were really bad. So like I said before, you're going to do the activity, you're going to put them in there, and then you're going to let them perform in front of class, maybe with a partner, maybe with someone else. But yeah, there should be a way for you to take feedback from them. Hi, Mr. Abdul. Good to see you, but not dead. Hi, Dreams. How about I want shame talking? No, don't be shy. Don't be, shy. You'll be fine. I think I did a video on shy students. I should do a video on shy teachers. I also want to do my class is noisy. Yeah, but not that. I'll make some more videos on that, definitely. Can't wait for it. Julia, you enjoy? Yeah, don't be afraid. It's your job. I did a lot of videos on classroom management. My biggest one, it's about 30 minutes long, and it's about why you as the teacher should take charge. And I think it's very important. But I will make some more videos on maybe, why we as teachers should do that. But I'll share this video with you. I did this video. It's like 30 minutes long. It's actually about classroom management. But I think it also tells you why you have to be a leader for your students. Because if you are too shy to talk, you cannot be the teacher. You've got to become the leader in there. And it's not just, because it's your job, which it is, but it's also because some tips about teaching patterns. Yeah, I think I did some about how to teach a lesson. Did I? But I'll do some more in the future. Okay. Dreams don't spam. No, actually, BM cars are very cheap, especially if you go second-hand cars. My car is, wow, it's such a good car, but it's not really like a chick magnet. Girls aren't going to like this car. It's like a sedan. It's old, but it's so reliable, and it was very cheap compared to if you buy a car in South Africa or somewhere else. Beard, I don't really do English questions. This is more for teachers. I'm sorry if I can't help a lot. But Nandet, I am very old. I should actually say how old I am, but I'm not going to. Eduardo, hi, greetings from Mexico. But Nanette, I'm just joking. Withering, hi, fellow English teachers. Hi, Withering, good to see you. Sumi, thank you for sharing. Be confident and do a lot of research. Yeah, if you're very good tip, Sumi. Yeah, be confident about what you're teaching. So if you prepare well, that will make you more. Your name. Hello from Romania, Laura. Thank you so much. Trix, hi. No, he has to come. He's one of my most. I actually, yeah, we met this weekend, and he's such a great teacher. I have to have him BM, but you have to behave with him, otherwise he's going to get angry at me. No, but yeah, BM, I'm really excited to do that. Milena, I recently started a Find Them. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. I'll make some more videos on that too. Dalila, hi. Luzaang, yeah, interesting daily lives. Yeah, but I think it's going to be interesting. Yeah, sometimes make a video with. Yes, I still need to make that video. I've actually. Do you guys want to see? Do you want to see my secret list? No, I'm not going to show you my secret list. Not yet. I've got this list of videos that I need to work on, and one-on-one teaching is one of them. Yes, Paul, and you have to be one of the teachers. To be honest, no, Kev. I'm no, I'm not. I've got a lot of I've got free time. My lessons are planned. I don't work nearly hard enough. Look, I just went on a trip the whole weekend. Didn't do anything. Next weekend, I'm going on a trip. I just work at night. I don't have a family. I don't have any hobbies. I can't exercise well. So, Kev, that's just what I do. Azafi, hi, good afternoon from Omar. From Morocco. Sorry, Omar here from Morocco. Okay, I think I made that mistake last time too. Hi, Umbud, brilliant idea. Hi, I'm fine, thank you, Uni. I think the idea for February will, yeah, for mutually and actively share the experiences. Right. And because we can prepare the topics, I think it will be very useful. Pram, I'm good, thank you. Darwin, I'm missing you here now. Usha, hi, Usha on LinkedIn. Nice. Sorry, let's just time out. Grant, by the way, I haven't had you on my class yet. Think has made me a question. Grant, I want to chat to you soon too. I think you might have something to share too. I haven't had Grant on my show, but he always has some really interesting ideas. So Grant, I'm thinking of inviting you if you're interested in that, because I know that you've got a lot of experience too. Arun, hi, good to see you. Mohammed, hi. Why don't you change? When I move and I can buy a new sofa, maybe we should make a sofa fun for Eric's sofa, because yeah, this thing is old. I need to get rid of it. And I didn't promise. No, yes, I did probably promise. If we teach in an English class for beginners, but they don't understand. Yeah, you should you should put things in context. You should use flashcards. You should use basic words. You should use repetition. I still need to make a video for how to teach young learners and how to teach, teachers with students with zero English. I'll definitely make that in the future when I don't have. I've got so many things that I need to make, but yeah, I think those are the things. Just make it simple, put things in context, use lots of flashcards, and help them understand, right? And also, yeah, you want to use structures. So if you're practicing, I like swimming, then you show swimming, and you're like, oh, I like swimming. What do you like? I like swimming. And then you show dancing, swimming, dancing. Get them to repeat. And then you say, I like swimming. They repeat, I like swimming. I like dancing. And then you get them to repeat. And so they're learning these structures and they feel better. I've got lots of things I want to say about that, but that's important. Speaking skills, yes, get them to talk, let them have fun, and let them review and talk about things that they are interested in. And like I said, again, repetition, let them practice, give them vocabulary to use in certain structures. Natalie, hi. We can also listen for English skills, pronouns, synonyms, register, verb tenses, maybe create incorrect examples. That's what I do all the time. When I make an error, it's not because I'm making the error. It's because I'm showing you guys the error so you can find it. Yeah, that's a really fun way that Bonnie Esther is mentioning is so sometimes I write some things on the board and clearly incorrect. It's a fun thing to do, and then you continue, and then hopefully some of the students say, oh, teacher, I think you made a mistake there, with the grammar or with the spelling. And then you say, oh, really? Or if they don't say anything, it's like, guys, what do you think about the sentence? Is this correct? And you made some obvious errors. And then hopefully some of them will correct you. And then you're like, you can play it off and say, oh, I'm sorry. And then the students can see that you also make mistakes, and they'll learn from that. And also they can see you can show examples of some of the common errors that students make, and then they can fix it, and they will remember next time, okay, they're doing that. I like to do it all the time with my students, that I show them some common errors that are prevalent with English learners in Korea. And then I say, listen, guys, most Korean students make this mistake. I don't want you to make that mistake. So that's why I'm showing it to you. And I want you to improve. Although I've got a friend who's doing a study on it where he showed all these students these common mistakes that they made, and he taught them. So he did that at the start of the semester, and he taught them throughout the semester. And towards the end, they took another test, and they said there was no data to suggest that teaching students these common errors actually helped them later. I don't agree. I think it's necessary to show to students. That's how we learn, and it's also an interesting piece of information that they can share with their friends. Like, maybe they're out with their friends and they can say, listen, Eric teacher just told me this thing where most Korean students make this mistake. Did you make that mistake before? Because from now on, they're like, oh, that's interesting. I can share that. Carmen, I didn't see you. How are you doing from Lima, Peru? Bonias, I love that idea of using error correction. Withering, hi, do you guys cope with sameness? Kind of feel fed up with the same class, same environment, the same co-work. Yes, Withering. Yes. For me, being a workaholic, boring person, I like some routine and repetition, because it allows me to work harder and to see results. So if you do, it's incremental. If you continue exercising every day, if you continue walking, you're going to see results. But that monotony of doing the same lessons over and over again, going to the same school, seeing the same people, having the same conversations, listening to the same advice I give over and over again, it gets a bit much. So I think you've got to find some newness for yourself. It doesn't have to be, in your class. Maybe, mix it up. Bring one extra element in that you want to do. At your school, change something about your school, so maybe bring yourself a small snack, once a week on Tuesdays, that you can look forward to, that you're going to have at a certain time. Do something small. It doesn't have to be something significant, because, I feel like in life, sometimes we react to small problems that we have. There's an overreaction or an overcorrection. Now, you don't like your job, or you are a bit bored with the lessons, and then you totally overreact and you say, oh, I think I need to quit my job. You've got a friend, and maybe, no, that's not a good example, but yeah. So sometimes, when we've got a small problem, maybe we overreact, when instead, it might have been something else that bothered us, or we could have just made a small tweak to make it interesting and to keep on going. So Withering, yeah, I totally understand that. Listen, I live in a place that is very boring. I've got my gym that I don't go to. I've got my study cafe where I go and study. I walk to work. I go to the same restaurants over and over again. And yeah, I need a change. Now, at some point, I'm not saying if you're in a difficult position or it's so bad that you shouldn't move. Maybe you should. Maybe you do need some big change. But I'm just saying, first, try these small ones first. Try and do these small ones first before you continue. Let's take a water break. It's supposed to be fall, but it's very hot in Korea. But I think there's another typhoon coming on. So I might have a bit of rain. Mila, hello. To complain about. No, it's difficult. BM, listen, you get in front of students, you can be as experienced as you want. It's very difficult. That's why people are looking for tips and ideas. And, the reason that I started this channel, I always say, is because as a new teacher, no one was sharing tips or ideas that I thought were useful. And I hated that. So that's why I started the channel. And I'm going to continue trying to improve and share ideas on activities and classroom management, because, maybe I get new information that I can share, and maybe I can improve the way that I communicate that to the audience. So yeah, I definitely want to to continue doing this. I don't think it's ever going to change. No one's going to solve classroom management. You can give like ideas of like how it can work better, and that's why I want to read more books. I want to gather material. I want to create material, because through creation I will also improve my understanding of it. So yeah, definitely. And yeah, withering, we can all relate. Palm, hi. Gabriella, hello. Natalie, follow you in France. Merci beaucoup. How was my French, guys? Better than my Spanish? I don't know. Gabriella, hi. Palm, how to vocabulary? I did a video on vocabulary. I think it's just vocabulary activities, maybe some ideas. Where's that vocabulary? Where you at? Where's that video? Somewhere. I'm going to find it for you now. I actually enjoyed this video. It's doing really... Did I do vocabulary? Yes, I think I did. Where are you? I know you're somewhere. Here we go. Found it. I can probably improve the thumbnail, but it's kind of good. 10 vocabulary activities and games. I kind of like this one. I'm going to share it with you now. I will post it in the comments once I find it. Yeah, so in the next couple of weeks, I've got lots of activity videos coming out that I've done with the students, and I just have to edit them all. And I think Tuesday I'm finally bringing out a video I did for a company, and I put in some tips on how to create a video demo. So it's to promote a company and a very good software product. But I do put in some tips in there. Obviously, I've got to keep a roof above my head, so that's why I do it. Eunice, is there a book that you... No, I don't have a book for basic vocabulary. I'll look for a book, because I'm busy creating a book for advanced vocabulary, but maybe I should look for... I'm sure there are vocabulary lists for basic vocabulary. I think just go to Google, search basic English vocabulary, PDF, and I'm sure you'll find some. I'll look too. Kadish, I've never had good teachers, really? That's a shame. Well, I'm still happy that you're searching for good teachers. It's so important. For high school second language learners, any recommended games for speaking, conversation, public speaking? Yeah, most of that. I've got many activities on here for like ideas that you can use for them. I've got some, 10 best speaking activities, 10 no prep activities. So I've got a lot of activities on the channel you can check out, Julia. I'm going to share more in the future, but I also want to make a video on maybe how to teach public speaking or how to do it. So maybe I'll make a video on that soon. Jang, how to prepare learning. Hi, I need your help. As a teacher, if we speak English in class, but they don't understand, what should we do? Slow down, show pictures while you speak. Repeat and get them to repeat after you. And you can also, if it's really difficult, you can give you can give it the word in in whatever language it is, the translation. But I think using pictures and context and examples will help you a lot more. Word activities for ages. I think I just check my channel. I definitely have some word activities there, some spelling and word. I'm not a cat. Good to see you. Should you take? Well, you should. You can study your degree, your B.Ed, or you can study additional things like the PGCE. A lot of teachers also take, the TESOL courses. You can take a CELTA if you want to focus on it. There are some online courses, like I think there's a Google for Educators. That's like an online course. And I'm also going to make some more courses in the future. Hopefully that's useful, and then offer something like a certificate. Jackie, setup do you like? Seating arrangement. I don't really mind, Jackie, and it's good to see you. When I was teaching high school, I used the U or the horseshoe, where the students sit around, and that worked well for certain students. I've used classes where I put students in groups around seating, like the groups around. And just a traditional classroom too, where the students sit facing me, but I usually put them with a partner so that they can do pair work easily. But I get them to move around too. So if I do group activities, I'll let them move things around. But I think the traditional classroom is fine if they're sitting with a partner so that they can do it. teaching mixed level classes. I've done a video on mixed level classes. Please check out my channel. There's one. It's specifically called How to Teach Mixed Level Classes. I think it should have some ideas, Valentina. Okay, guys, final 5 minutes. We'd be grateful if you explain to us to teach different steps of lessons: grammar, pronunciation, reading, and writing. I find it really challenging to choose the suitable framework of which to. Yeah. Maybe I should do something like that. Seema, that's a good idea. I think I have done something where how I teach online. Maybe I'll do something on how I do my normal class setup, how I do it. Hi, hello, and my dad's here. When all else fails, I'm not a cat. Get an education. Yeah. Oh, it's my dad. Do you have a YouTube channel? Hello, English. Hello from. Hi, Usha. Tips on how to lesson plan. Yeah, I think I did a video on lesson planning. Although someone said to me, it's a fine video. It focuses on some of the basics, but there are different ways that lots of people do their lesson plannings. So it depends on where you teach, but some schools and some areas have a certain way that they prefer it being done. Now, this is actually from a live stream where I just cut it out a little bit, so it's not a really good video. No, it's a good video, but I mean, it's not like I usually like have a script and I read it out. So there's one about lesson planning. I feel like my second half will be a lot tougher, I think. Wow, so busy withering. My heart goes out to you. You're a strong person, strong individual. I'm sure you'll be able to do it. But remember to rest when it's possible. Okay, I'm doing really well. Arturo, my pleasure as always. No, the pleasure is mine. Thank you so much for being a friend. Yeah, some people. No, I think some people, some parents understand what teachers go through, but I think these days there's also a level of trust because that needs to be established between teachers. So a friend of mine actually said it's so important for teachers to reach out to parents at the start of the year and to tell them, listen, we are working together. We are not working apart. I want your help to do the best for our students. So let's work together. We're a team, and we're a team together for our students. And I think that's very important to create that with the parents. I still need to do a video on how to deal with parents, but yeah, I think it's very important. Power pose, awesome. What do others think? Ishara, hi. Grant, I love your videos. Glad to see fellow South African doing well. Hi, Grant. Good to see you in Vietnam. I hope you're enjoying it. We were just talking about, teachers that go to from South Korea to Vietnam and they really enjoy it there. Okay, guys, I'm going to finish soon. I'm going to rush through, but he might be it. Hi, Paul. Hi, Paul. Nice. I think, yeah. Okay, guys, I'm just going to go through quickly because Eric, not Paul, right? Very good. Well picked up, guys. Oh, yeah, check it out, guys. If you want to go check out Teachers Pay Teachers, there are teachers creating good work there. Definitely check it out. Please visit Japan. I've been there, but I would love to go back, friends. Hi, friends, English. Kadish, I love seeing you. I hope you're doing well. One of the best teachers in the world, definitely. Gabriella, hi. Mood. Yeah, I will teaching one-on-one. I should. I've got so much on my plate. It's just one at a time, both for adults and young learners. Okay, I will try. Paul, we would love to have you, of course. We're going to plan it out. That's why I want to start planning for it now, so that it's not like we can prepare and everybody can get everything ready for it. And I'll talk to everyone, personally and see if everyone's okay with it and plan it out and then make that schedule. Seating for first grade. What do you like? Sama, how are you doing? Luzang, what teaches learners too? If we make mistakes, more human. Yeah, definitely, Luzang. Angelique from Chechia, do you have any mind maps? I haven't done many mind maps, but in my video about vocabulary, I do talk about it. It's really good. Hi from Vietnam. My dad's here. Cobra, hi. Not the best American Girl. No, the very best American Girl. Yeah, I've got. Yes, I do have a video. I've got a video on, and this I made specifically for new ESL teachers. I think it's really useful. Oh, I did do a video on how to teach an ESL class. There is a video about it. I think this will be the best video for you. It's called How to Teach an ESL Class, and it goes through how I teach some of it. So it's just got some ideas. I don't think it's perfect by any means, but I think this is a video I'm proud of because I basically go through how I will teach a channel. Okay, everyone, I'm just going to post this one. So this is how I usually teach. I hope all of you have a fantastic week. Next week, I will try and have a new teacher on to for the live stream. Everyone, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time.